Watch this. The same rubber that makes your loops explosive actually hides a serving secret that turns short balls into untouchable spin bombs. So I've covered the basic principles and characteristics. Now there's a crucial detail most people miss, an equipment detail. Many players use a tacky rubber like Hurricane trying to press the serve deep to the baseline, but they can't generate enough speed. Tacky or high-density rubbers grip the ball more, so when aiming deep, that extra grip pulls the ball forward, reducing the sudden deceptive effect. This is why Lin Yunju's serve has such distinctive qualities. He uses a bouncier tensor rubber, a foreign-made sheet. When he uses the force of a long serve to produce a short ball, that sudden speed comes through 100%. That's a relatively minor equipment detail, but if you're interested, you can experiment with it to take your serve to the next level. Now, the most important thing when practicing this downward pressing motion, and this is the key detail. Whether I'm serving side spin topspin or side spin backspin, my hand always moves downward. This is different from basic instruction that tells you to lift upward for side spin topspin. If you pull upward for side spin topspin, the ball arcs too much. The problem with lifting is the ball easily goes long. Even with strong spin, if there's no speed, just slow, heavy rotation, any experienced opponent won't feel threatened at all. So here's the principle. Watch, I send this ball over as a no-spin serve, but I'm striking downward. If you push this ball, it actually comes back as topspin. It won't arc up high, but here's the real advantage. I can combine this with my regular serves. Whether side spin backspin or side spin topspin, my motion always goes downward. That's where the deception comes from. Let me demonstrate. First, I serve side spin backspin. Watch, my motion goes downward. Everyone understands that. Now here's the breakthrough from conventional thinking. For my no-spin serve, I also strike downward, punching through the ball. It feels like this smashing down. But if I speed up my hand, my opponent will hesitate, wondering whether it might be backspin. Let me show you. This is the critical core concept that most players haven't grasped or even discovered. So remember this detail, especially for topspin serves. Stop lifting upward. Now, how do we train this? It's actually similar to practicing the reverse pendulum serve. When that serve is fully developed, you can't even see your own contact point. You rely on spatial awareness and body weight built through daily practice. But when starting out, keep it simple. If beginners try pressing toward the baseline right away, you can't see the contact point at all, and that's too difficult. So here's what we do. First, remove the body weight transfer. Give yourself space, face the corner, and watch carefully. Toss the ball about 15 centimeters high, let it drop to 15 centimeters, then strike downward. Slowly find that feeling. Practicing without body weight is actually very effective and much easier to master. These are the solo training details you don't normally see. Watch, I can strike hard. Whether it's side spin topspin or side spin backspin, I slam downward. And for the long surprise serve, same exact motion. Once you master this, you'll find that every serve, long, short, side spin topspin, side spin backspin, has incredibly strong deception and consistency. Everything looks identical. Now, how do we add body weight? Like I said, first find that 15 centimeter height, then direct your force underneath the table. Write this down, you must strike underneath the table. Don't try to serve this ball over the table. If you do, even if you hit the first bounce, the ball will pop up high or come out half long. Both mean a failed serve. Always direct your force underneath the table. Keep finding that instant downward snap. The key characteristic of this serve is it's different from conventional serves. Normally you can dwell on the ball longer, but this serve requires instant contact, either instant friction or instant collision. For sidespin backspin, it's a split-second brush creating sudden deception. For sidespin topspin, it's a split-second punch. Focus on making that one instant as perfect and compact as possible. After your backswing, no extra movements, no pushing forward, no pulling inward. Just strike cleanly downward toward the ground at the contact point. So to summarize, first, consider a bouncier rubber for maximum sudden speed. Second, master the downward pressing motion for all spin types, sidespin, topspin, and no spin all travel downward. Third, train progressively. Start with the isolated wrist snap drill at 15 centimeters without body weight, then add full force directed underneath the table. Stay completely relaxed, breathe deeply, and keep your toss hand throwing straight up. These are the essential details.
这个就是这个短球的训练所要注意的一些细节。